and welcome to the very first episode of Chalk Talk, a panel discussion initiative of Vivekanand Education Society. Through these discussions, we are going to unravel and unfold all the mysteries behind the education in the future. And in this process, I'm joined here by many senior panelists. First and foremost, introductions are in order. I'm Sanita Sharma K, Vice Principal and Head of Economics Department at Vivekanand Education Society's College of Arts, Science and Commerce. It is indeed my privilege to be the podcast host of today's session and carry forward this discussion on one of the most powerful and transformative themes of our times. Yes, that is artificial intelligence or AI. The two words or two syllables that are awe-inspiring, jaw-dropping, and also fear-transpiring all at the same time. As we go forward to unravel the mysteries surrounding the AI, first, let us have an introduction from our panelists themselves. Please, sirs, kindly introduce yourselves.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Gokul Chaudhary. I am Assistant Professor and Coordinator, Department of Data Science and Data Analytics at Vivekanand Education Society's College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Chennai.
I'm Dr. Sachin Deshmukh, Director, VES Business School and Professor of Analytics and Artificial Intelligence.
Hello everyone, myself Dr. Darshat Mane. I'm Associate Professor and Training and Placement Officer at VES Institute of Technology. And I've been working with the VSI team for more than 20 years.
Hello, my name is Ajit Nirmal. I'm an architect. I'm teaching at the VES College of Architecture. Working there as the Head of Department for Diploma in Architecture course. And in my journey of architectural education as well as practice, I've come across many digital tools that have now driven me towards using AI. Thank you.
Very good afternoon, everybody. This is Suman Gangar. I'm an assistant professor with Microbiology Department at Vivekanand Education Society, College of Arts, Science and Commerce.
Hello, this is Nikhil Sapute from Vivekanand Education Society's Polytechnic. I've been into automation and robotics department. I have an experience around 14 plus years in this field.
So as we move forward, perhaps we can begin by first understanding how AI technology is being used in the Vivekanand Education Society institutes. So I would like the panelists to initiate the decision in this respect. To what extent the students are imbibing, learning, utilizing the various learning technologies that are related with AI, and how effective is that?
So as far as the management courses at VS are concerned, we have specialization in analytics and artificial intelligence right from semester 1 to semester 4. So it is of course a 2 years course, and every semester covers artificial intelligence, machine learning and analytics. Our students start with the basic of storytelling with data visualization, and subsequently they move on to the higher side of analytics and artificial intelligence.
I represent VS Institute of Technology. I firmly believe on the fact that AI is everywhere these days. AI is new electricity driving, or empowering the industrial revolutions. Particularly when it comes to the education, AI is not going to replace or not replacing the teacher. In fact, they are empowering the teachers is what I'm a believer of. We at VS Institute of Technology, somewhere in the year 2020, we started with an undergraduate program in artificial intelligence and data science. Well, before there were demands, and then there is a lot of opportunities now created for AI engineers. We have taken that care in terms of matching with the industry expectations. And we believe on creating AI for all kind of a concept at our institute, and we have ensured that at various different courses, the AI program is being introduced at a different levels, so that it will kind of ensure that there will be a alignment to the industry expectation for the future engineers.
So, being from the field of design, generative algorithms and generative AI has helped our students quite well. We see these new tools like Midjourney and DALL-E coming up and giving images in front of the screen just because of a few prompt ideas. Earlier in architectural education, students would really struggle hard to come up to a visualized form of their idea. It's there in their mind, but to bring it on paper, they have to go through the whole idea of sketching with pencil on paper. Now, because of these digital tools, it's become really very easy. Though we are cautious that what they are bringing on table is making sense, and that's where the human in the loop comes into the picture for the whole domain of using AI.
So this is Nikhil Sapude from Polytechnic. So in our college, in Polytechnic, already we have a curriculum where we have a course dedicated to AI and machine learning. Also, we are teaching students to use the AI tools in different sectors. Like for 3D printing, generally students use the SolidWorks or Fusion 360 software. But now, using the AI tools, the 3D models can be generated very easily. Not that accurate, but students get the idea to use them and apply the knowledge and get the things done really fast.
As far as VES Business School is concerned, as I've already mentioned that we have these subjects right from semester 1 to semester 4. And apart from this, we have a specialization in analytics and AI, wherein students learn about 12 subjects. All the students of this course have to compulsorily go through certain subjects of artificial intelligence. For example, the finance students will have to go through algorithms which are meant for analyzing the financial data. Then we have something like 10 different tools in one subject, 3 of them covering the financial part, 3 of them covering the HR part. Likewise, these 10 different tools cover all the specializations we offer, namely the marketing, HR, analytics, finance and operations. So every student at our business school gets an opportunity to learn the artificial intelligence tools.
We at Vivekanand Education Society's Arts, Science and Commerce colleges, we are having 2 types of systems where domain-specific courses we are running, where we are having UG courses like BSc Data Science with AI, BSc Artificial Intelligence special courses. Along with that, we believe that there should be a kind of literacy related with AI. So we are running some open elective subjects for other than these domain-specific courses. Like we are having AI as subjects where we are talking about how AI can be used in the general lives like finance, marketing, law and enforcement. And these tools are very optimized to use at every different places, even in creativities like mass media, digital marketing. So we are awareing our community, our students community, to use AI tools for better creativities with natural brains. We call it as AI with the natural brains. So we promoting both the domain specific also and specifically for the courses which promotes digital AI literacy among the students.
Yeah, I guess we all are doing that in the subjects. From the subject specific point of view, AI has become very part of the student life. So I think though we have introduced the subject, but students have learned, or students are learning on their own a lot. And I guess as an institute, we need to see that how we can channelize it in the right direction is what we need to look for.
So AI is in many fronts. It has been included in subjects, it is there separately, that's really good. Moving further, there is a deep-rooted fear in the hearts of many students today, whether they are going to get jobs, which has always been their fear, but many of the traditional job roles are today being threatened by AI. So what are the institutes doing to protect these traditional job roles? Are they equipping the students further, or are they changing the curriculum? What is being done?
One point is right that some jobs will not exist in the future. To be precise, about 9,000 different types of jobs will not exist in the future. So the question is whether the students or the individuals will be losing their jobs. The answer is a very big no. The reason is, in place of these jobs, 9,000 jobs, another 10,000 different types of jobs will be created. But the question is, are our students equipped to grab those 10,000 different types of jobs? Currently, the answer is no. And that is the reason we are all here to discuss how can we, train our students to get those 10,000 new jobs, which will obviously demand the AI skills.
I would like to add a few points here. As I mentioned, AI is not going to replace any jobs, but opportunities will be definitely created. A lot of new job profiles will be created. Already it is being created. As I said, we are having a separate course in AI and data science, and 2 batches are passed out from that course, and we could able to see that 2025, the big IT giants, TCS, Infosys, Tech Mahindra, all together have hired 45 AI freshers in 2025. So it itself tells us a story that there are a lot of new opportunities being created in the form of prompt engineer, in the form of AI engineers, in the form of ethical AI, the designers, analysts, in the form of that. So there are a lot of new roles being created. Definitely the jobs will not be taken away. New roles will be offered to our students is going to be the fact.
That I would like to raise in here, say the jobs which are very objective or which can be simply replaced by a computer program will be replaced. But the jobs which are little subjective or which requires a human touch, say for example doctors or lawyers, the professions, the architects also in this case, because we are handling the lifelong savings of somebody to get that invested and make a house. We cannot afford to go wrong, and today we don't have that conviction on the tool whether it can really replace an architect or it can really replace a doctor. So as on today, I would say it's not replacing architects. Probably in future, once people have enough conviction over what it has become, maybe we'll be afraid that it will take away the jobs. Till then, the architects who are doing the education as well as practicing, they have a responsibility to train the model well, because their data is going to get used to train the AI models, how it's going to become in the future. So we have to be cautious to then give out correct information to this model so that in future it can serve the society better.
Cautious approach.
Definitely AI will not replace the architecture, but that definitely it will empower them, is what I mentioned. So that way we should be.
Yes, that is actually the belief of Vivekanand Education Society, that AI is here to empower and not to replace us in any way, because I think human beings are special in their own way, and what they can do, no machine can do. So that empowerment is exactly the message that our society wants to spread. And so moving in this direction of empowerment, how is Vivekanand Education Society encouraging AI-driven research in different fields, also collaborations, innovations, startups? So if any institution has made a headway in any of these areas or is planning to do so, we'd like you to share that.
We at VES Institute of Technology believe on using AI tool is one thing and questioning the AI is another thing. So we do encourage our students to take upon various AI-driven projects at different levels from second year to the final year. And it is not happening only in the computer engineering department or a course information technology and data science, but it is happening across in electronics also, in electronics and telecommunication also, robotics and automation. We are encouraging students to see the application of AI into the respective disciplines so that it will create some value to the societal benefits.
Yes, so at the Polytechnic also, so we have a 24-hour hackathon, which is called as a Technathon. So it is like this year we are going state level. So in that case, we have few problem statements which are related to AI. So through students can be encouraged as they are getting money and they are getting benefited, they are getting sponsors and benefit, and they can finally get placed also. If any company has they have solved their problem statement, they'll get placed also. So with this approaches, we are trying to make the students use the AI tools, and then they can generate, they can create projects, they can make the life easier of others.
But how can we ensure the balance between creativity and dependence in the use of AI? So are the students becoming lazy, or is their creativity getting hampered by using the AI tools in projects?
I don't think that that is the case, because it is just getting the work done fast. They are not getting lazy. They can utilize their energy and work to more things. They can utilize themselves. If they have a hobby, they can use their time for the hobby. They can do other projects. They can utilize their time. Just the repetitive things can be done less with the use of AI.
So in architectural research, since our students have a final year research thesis project, and after that they also have a design dissertation to submit. Under the leadership of our principal, Dr. Anand Acharya sir, we have come up with this method of having one research paper written by each student for this research thesis project, where in the initial years we could get a really good quality of research. Somewhere in the middle we started getting the content which is generated from AI, and yes, Turnitin and all these other tools which are helping us check plagiarism have also started checking whether it has been created through AI or not. So the teachers, they are using AI to see the quality of students' work through this approach. How we see the students using AI for their research project, I would like to give one example where the student repurposed CCTV cameras to become an occupancy sensor, so that they can then optimize the lighting, air conditioning, everything, and the overall building becomes energy efficient. Now, I would never think of an architecture student talking this language a few years back, but today, because of exposure to internet and AI tools, even architecture students are able to come up to this level of research and find an application in architectural field. So, how we see these ideas and these thoughts germinating is, we have, since you mentioned elective courses, we conduct elective courses in the middle of the year, academic year, where all the other classes are shut and everyone is only attending this vertical elective. So juniors and seniors come together, and we have industry experts coming and conducting those electives, so they can bring in the touch of what's really happening in the industry. Having learned all of these, when they are doing their semester's design project, there are for the notion of learning, there are no really difference in the subjects. There is no compartmentalized learning. The students handle one design project. All the subjects, all the theory and the practical learning is implemented for their design project. And the same industry experts who come to teach them all these skills, they are called for reviews to see how they have progressed. Recently, for the kind of AI tools that students have used in electives and then they have implemented in their design project, we see a lot of bright ideas coming up, which were, we could see that student was not really capable of doing something, and we have taken help of AI, not only in terms of research but also in terms of design approach and presentation drawing, etc. So I think it is a really important pressing point of doing research and what is the role of AI in research, since text-based search commands AI is able to do well, summary AI is able to do well. These are the applications, the part of the research work which we can definitely make use of AI.
Moving in the direction of social equity, Vivekanand Education Society is very well known for its deep-rooted belief in moving towards social equality and taking care of the marginalized. So, are the institutions taking some steps to take care of the first generation learners, in the sense using AI so that the first generation learners or slow learners can be having some advantage at least to overcome their disadvantage?
Somehow AI has actually empowered students. As a student, if I am little bit afraid of approaching a subject, AI is somehow helping me. somehow AI is helping me in a way where I'm asking some or giving some prompts to the AI, and AI is giving me some idea on how to go about that. So that has really been wonderful for the students, that personally I believe. And then once the use of AI, the giving of the prompts, the student is able to develop something, discuss something, and go about with it. So somehow in the background, AI is definitely empowering the students with respect to their language problem or with respect to their communication. So recently we had an event where we had asked students to do a presentation, and we found that the students have done wonderfully well, and I was a little surprised. So I asked them, and they have asked questions to AI that how should I present this topic, what should I say, what should be my quote, and that grooming they are able to get through AI, and I feel that is really transforming.
Confidence
Confidence has increased. Yes.
Yes. Now they feel they can do things on
They
their own.
can also do things.
So somewhere we also have to tell them about the ethics of using AI.
Yes.
That also needs to be repeatedly
Yeah.
communicated to the students.
With every use of AI, they need to be told, and they have to realize that there are certain ethical concerns. They need to know the things, and accordingly they can move forward.
So can AI be also used by our institutions to empower students even more by helping them grab global opportunities or take competitive exams training? So have we, because that is again one of the requirements of the market.
Correct.
That students have to take a number of competitive exams. So are we doing something already, or can we do something on this front?
Yeah.
Training the students using
Yes,
AI.
training the student is one of the essential part when it comes to AI. There are a lot of new things coming up. Technology is changing so frequently, and in terms of making our students industry ready, we need to go ahead one step ahead and refine the content, add some latest new technologies in the form of AI-driven technologies, and that is something which is very, very possible these days because we are an autonomous institution, plus we are into the NEP. So this has given a lot of advantage to us to go ahead and refine, revise our syllabus quite frequently, where there is a possibility of adding new things, new trends, new technologies in the syllabus that can be offered to the students. And then this is one thing. Going one step ahead, we as an institution should go ahead and encourage the students to participate into some of the AI-based hackathons which are happening quite frequently around, because that will create them the opportunity not only to participate but also to gain some sort of a pre-placement offers, which is also very high possibility. And that way we should do, in fact we are doing that, and that should be done on a regular basis so that we will ensure that that gap will not be created.
How do you all see AI in the future, shaping the course, curriculum, skill development at our institutes?
See, as far as the future of AI is concerned, it is very bright because as of today, there are questions which remain unanswered. For example, by 2050, the world will be deprived of food. By 2050, the world will be, half the population of the world will be deprived of drinking water. So how are we going to address these questions? Apart from that, you will also see a trend setting in across the global markets. Many customers nowadays are preferring products which are not, whose manufacturing processes are not hampering the environment. So how are we going to train our students to install those manufacturing processes in the organizations? So really speaking, we need to train our students at the global level so that the students can really try to find answers to questions. Again, as far as the future of AI is concerned, the next generation tool I feel is quantum computing. So with the addition of quantum computing to artificial intelligence, you will be in a position to answer many questions which don't have answers today. For example, my reading says that the application of AI and quantum computing in future can eradicate all the diseases from the planet. Maybe human beings will start living for on an average age of 150 years. Now, there are certain questions which may take 10 days to 30 years to find answers to. So, the combination of AI and quantum computing, I think we should be in a position to answer these questions in future.
In fact, it is coming into the variety of the domains that AI is everywhere is a term that I've used. With reference to your question, I'm making our students future ready is a typical question, right? There can be so many things which can be done at institute level. There are a lot of critical rules followed by the faculties. But as I mentioned, we are autonomous. We are into NEP that has given a kind of a freedom, flexibility to add or integrate a lot of new things into the syllabus. Something which is relevant for the industry, so that our students can be trained as per the expectations or needs of industry, and they will be ready to join once they graduate. That way, I think that flexibility and freedom is already with us. We have to just encash or leverage it, in a greater sense.
Yeah, perhaps the students will be doing it in a bigger way than the faculty.
Yes.
That is the danger.
Yes.
So, is our faculty using AI tools?
Yes.
Yes. Or are we still following the conventional methods?
There is no alternative than using those tools. It's a faculty who is going to be the first mentor, trainer to the students. So if you are expecting your students to be future ready, the first thing comes is we need to train the faculties. Faculty should take the initiative in terms of getting those technologies learned, and then that can be possible to deliver to the students. So that is bound to happen. There is no alternative to it.
And along with the training of the faculties, I feel that our curriculum should be strong. And this is the question which not only VA should answer, but also the government should answer. And I always feel that, any courses in AI, data science, should be rigorous in post-graduation. Now, for instance, if you look into the history of drug development, new drug development, we have a professor from pharmacy. There was a time where a scientist used to, study 10 raised to 50 molecules of drug to create a new drug. And to study this 10 raised to 15 molecules, it took about 13 to 15 years of study by the scientist, with the application of analytics, with the application of artificial intelligence. That time is being brought down to 2.5 to 3 years. And the charisma you can see in the manufacturing of vaccines.
Yes.
I think in architectural education we believe AI is just another tool. Traditionally, we have been using tools to do our job better, faster, in more convenient way. AI is just another tool to do that. Rather than understanding what AI can do for me, if you focus on what I want to do and what AI can help me with. So, if you take that approach in teaching, I think that's what we are doing. That point drop of wisdom that we've got from our seniors in college is you figure out what you want to do and then find out a tool that can help you do it better, faster,
You
easier.
should not lose the human touch.
You should not lose the
Human intelligence.
No longer there is a specialization. People of humanities are learning science, and people of science are learning humanities, and AI has been helping them a lot to do that. We may not have teachers available 24/7. We may not have friends available 24/7. But AI is very much available 24/7, and they are utilizing and optimizing it to their best potential. With my students, I was talking to them and I told them that okay, you are using ChatGPT for your answers. So why don't you use ChatGPT for framing questions? Why don't you frame a question paper for me? And let us see whether we are able to do that. And that was really nice because that gave them a kick to make a paper and try to challenge the teacher or challenge basically the subject with respect to what they're doing. So asking them to think from the perspective of what good prompts you can give, how better questions you can make, that can really help the students to anticipate or know different angles of the same topic what we are teaching to them. So AI can really help into that, and students have been doing that. So once we do the topic, I give them this activity and where I ask them to just come up with different questions, and they all would like to create a different question which is not matching to each other, and in that process they get around 10-20 questions of that topic, and that's a good amount of question bank they are getting. So I'm just playing with the subject and asking them to use it in a different way, and they are helping it. So
That's for experimenting.
experimenting with AI and telling them that you use AI, but this is what AI can also help you out. So better you take the best advantage of it rather than just getting an answer out of it.
Experience. Yes.
So, yeah, once I delivered a lecture in one of the pharmacy colleges, in the Thane district, and I was just telling them, in the next 10 years, there won't be any humans working in the hospitals. Everything will be on robotics. Even if somebody wants to have blood test, a robot will come and he will draw the blood, he will do all the testing. And this is a fact. This will happen in the next 10 years. By 2035, most of the hospitals will be replaced by robotics. They couldn't believe that. Then I spoke, about robots which can be, sent into the bloodstream and take photographs from within the body, because the outside equipments may not reach the interiors of the body, but these robots can go to that place, take up pictures, and send analysis to the scientists or the doctors. They couldn't believe that. Then you will find some robotics coming out where when they will be used to treat cancer. So they will go to that place, clean the tissue over there without affecting the normal tissue, and they will clean that place over there, just erase all the cancer tissues and come out of the body. And then I also spoke of designer babies. So anybody wanting to have a beautiful female baby is possible. Anybody wanting to have an intelligent boy in the world, it is very much possible. They couldn't believe this, and after once when I did my lecture, they just kept running at me. Prove karo, ye kaise hoga?
I think that's where ethics will come in.
I was just delivering a lecture
Because anything is
about
possible.
what would happen with AI and analytics in future. तो आपके यहाँ तो काफी बड़ा स्कोप है सर एप्लीकेशन हेल्थ केयर में.
Very much, sir. Very much.
Yes, actually, we have not talked about that. The application in healthcare and in other wellness areas. So, can some of the panelists, can you throw some light on that?
Whatever little bit I know about it, that AI has been used. See, a lot of time goes into looking at the reports. So the AI is being used to train the data that have been generated on a lot of scans. And those scans, so preliminary, the thing will be happening at your level only. You will have an app, you will put up your reports, and the app is going to give you a little bit idea about what is the state depending upon the data they have, and then they will direct you to the specializations and other things and all. So a lot of time is going to be saved by the people. A lot of, I would say, money can be saved by the people by having such technologies available. But yes, this technology should be available to everybody and should not be a monopoly of certain industries. So that is again a debatable question that who is going to take the power into that account. But healthcare sector AI is definitely going to have a big change, and it is already doing that. As sir was talking about the drug discoveries, it has really reduced the time of drugs, and now you are able to get the drugs faster. So research done faster. So similarly, it will be done with the diagnostics also.
I think we have covered quite a few areas, but is there any particular area somebody wants to throw light on? So we have some more time, we can include that. Any other dimension that we have not covered, we could do that. Because definitely I think what has emerged in this discussion is that AI is here to stay, and we have to adapt, we have to learn, there is no other way around it, and it's not a question of whether AI is a boon or a bane. We have to make it a boon, and we have to empower ourselves, and that is exactly what the Vivekanand Education Society feels, believes in, and that is the way forward. And that is where we all are working towards making our students more work ready and more future ready. And in doing that, we are going to leave no stone unturned to empower our students and make them use AI in the best possible way. So I think with that, we come to an end of the very first episode of a series, podcast series that you as an audience will applaud, and then we will continue and take it forward. Friends, this is only the tip of the iceberg. A lot lies ahead. And who knows, through these discussions and through your energy coming through with us in these platforms, we are going to do something for our students and for the society, which will be really and truly beneficial. So many thanks to the organizers who have taken a lot of pains to organize this podcast. We have simply come here and talked. Thank you so much.